All right. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 11 a.m. on Tuesday, April 11th, 2023, and I'd like to welcome you to today's Blitz session on HSF Resource Center. Thank you all so much for being here. For this session, maybe seeing a new face for anybody joining us for just this one. My name is Christian Livernois. I'm coming from the Rosenwomble side. I was there for about 18 years on the resale and new homes side, and then most recently have served as a recruiter and training coordinator. So I'm here to help Tim and his team, and look forward to seeing you out in the offices. As always, for anyone watching this in the future, please be aware that some of this information may have changed. So feel free to contact our training department with any questions. And lastly, as a reminder, this will be recorded. So for both buffering and your privacy, you may want to turn your camera off. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your virtual hand or use the chat, and we'll grab our presenter's attention and get them answered right away. So with all that said, welcome Tim Vohar again today, and thanks for being here.
Thank you, Christian.
You got
good
it.
morning, everyone. I'm going to start off by sharing my screen here. Get you up on the screen. All right, so I wanted to start first with this main screen. Since many of you haven't seen it, many of you will be seeing it for the first time. I wanted you to kind of get in your head what screen you're trying to get into and what you're looking for. So right here, first off, I want to just share that Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is our franchise or company. So this is whose name we are borrowing and using. This resource center is for all the franchisees users of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. However, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services is not the only real estate company that HSF, and that's why I'm showing it down here, HSF affiliates owns. So when I talk about the Berkshire Hathaway Corporate Center, or I'm talking about HSF affiliates, this is why I'm sometimes referencing HSF affiliates as a corporate, and the Resource Center as opposed to our local RW Town company. So this is the main overall where the name comes from website as opposed to the RW Town website and intranet. So let me just click on that so I can get the login button to turn purple, and then I'm going to log into the system. This is a very high level overview today of the actual site. We're not going to get anything too in depth. We definitely have training sessions on lots of these tools that are available to you, either through the Town Realty YouTube channel or through the Resource Center Learn Center, which I'll be hitting up for you guys here as well. So let me go ahead and start with the most important thing I will recommend you do as soon as you get access to this site is come here to the Benefits and Discounts tab. First thing you want to do, come to Benefits and Discounts. When you have access to this, as soon as you're official members of Berkshire Hathaway, you will have access to these discounts. This is a live site, so it does take a moment to load. So let's just go here, and here we go. Here are different providers that you can get discounts with. First off, you have your featured Curbio, Home Team, Lone Wolf, Pillar to Post, Zoom Casa. And then you have all of the approved providers. So if you're a 24-hour fitness person, get a good deal or better deal on it. If you use AdWorks, ADT, American Home Shield, Apple, bring you special program for qualified pricing on Apple products. I know a lot of people are Apple people, so there's a discounted program for Apple. Insurances, exterminators, Airstorm 3D virtual 2D floor plans. If you have AT&T, there's a discount there. Again, just going through, got a little BMW Mini link. Canva, I know a lot of people like to use Canva. We already have Cole, so that's okay from that perspective. We have that already in-house in Town Realty, so you don't need to get that one. Any of these sign companies, we have Dell right here if you're looking for a Dell computer. FedEx, a little discount from a FedEx. If you're a Ford person, X plan right there. Gabby Conte Designs. There's a lot of people like her apparel or Gabby Conte Designs apparel. a lot of blingy shirts if you're interested, or blingy name tags. Lots of people in the firm use that. You need a rental car. You got Hertz, anything from Hewlett Packard, Hilton, Home Genius. Lots of things you can see here. Magnets USA, Markful, Marriott. This is Oakley Signs and Graphics, not the glasses. Paradigm, Photofly, Pods. Just going through, you see we're still in the R's here. This is our website we use, Reliance Network. So we have them on board already. Again, discounts for the different tools that are offered through Berkshire Hathaway. If any of you were at the convention, many of you saw a lot of these vendors at the convention. So there are a lot of discounts that are available to you. So you can scroll through this, make sure you're taking advantage of those discounts wherever possible. Just scrolling back up here to the top so we go through it again. Again, you've got different little search things if you want to go through to find that. All right, so that is benefits and discounts. We go back to the main home. All right, these here are the 10 most used tools within the BHHS Resource Center. All right, so the 10 most used tools. If you are in the Resource Center, so you're logged into the Resource Center, and you're ever having trouble, right here is your contact ID. So this will be your number here. If I click on that, that'll bring up my profile. And here's my profile, tells me where I'm at, what my number is, what we're doing business as, what my responsibilities are, what my email address, what my phone numbers are. So all my basic contact information. The reason I point this number out to you right there, that 30246, is because if I call in support, they're going to ask me, what's this number? So again, I'll just go back to the home screen, and my contact ID is right there, 30246. If I'm reaching out to support, I can just click on that and then give them my account number. That way they're looking at my account with me and making sure if I have an issue, it's being resolved quickly and as accurately as possible. So if I click on my name, here's my profile. And guess what? This will look exactly like when I clicked on that button 300246. Okay, so here we go. Here's my badges. Here's my contact information, just in a different layout, all the same information that was there. So I can change my photo and add any text, change anything here. So again, clicking on that profile and that number gets you to the same screen, more or less. If you want to go into your settings, you can. Not a whole lot there. Same thing with messages. You should not have Office. Question?
Thank you. When we first get access to Resource Center for the very first time, will we get, I'm assuming we'll get a login instructions. Will we have to set up our profile from scratch, or will the company have already put something in place for us individually?
Yes. For the most part, you'll have a generic office description, office address will be here. Your title and your role will be here. You can see I have a managing broker, office manager, real estate broker, sales manager, training coordinator. Yours should say agent right there. If you're in luxury, that would be there as well. Again, this is the different titles that will be displayed for you. Your contact information and your email information should all be logged in. You will maybe have to put your picture if we didn't have a picture to get uploaded. Again, if we have the picture that we're pulling offline and it's not the one you want, you'll be able to come in here and change it. And then let me go back up here to the top. You will be able to come in here and manage your certifications. This won't necessarily know what certifications you have, so you'll come in here to manage these. So it'll be as set up as it possibly can, though it will be off the information that's been pulled off of the generic internet. So if there's something specific that you have on the internet, if you change it now, it's probably not going to be updated on this because the information has already been pulled off the internet, and they've been working on these for a couple of 4 weeks now from that perspective. So there'll be a little bit of editing, but not too much.
Wonderful, thanks.
Sure, you're welcome. All right, hovering back over again, this is my office, contact support, and log out. So again, there's your settings that you can go over here and control yourself. If you're seeing across any of these banners, anything that you don't see on yours, you're like, oh, I want to see what that is when you get on yours. Some of these things you will not see because they're manager level tools. So just be aware that some of the information you might be seeing, especially if you're watching on video and trying to find it, is some of these may be manager level tools. And at this point, I don't even recall what a manager level tool is versus an agent level tool because I'm always in my account. So some of these are definitely manager level, but for the most part, they're going to be these topics up here as opposed to these here. These will always be right there for you. Now, my recommendation after going into the benefits and discounts is to go to the Learn Center. Now, if Kristen or Ralston was teaching this class, they would probably say the next most important place to go after you do the benefits and discounts is the marketing resource. I'll tell you why they're wrong and I'm right. The reason I'm right is because they're going to teach you one thing, give you 30 minutes. The Learn Center gives you as much information as you can possibly digest on all of the tools that are here. The only tool that Learn Center does not go over is the Learn Center because the Learn Center is the tool of training. So my number 2 would always be Learn Center. So I'm going to click on that so you guys can see that. Again, this is all live environments, so you will see that it does take a moment to load. Also, be cognizant and aware that I did open a new tab because the Learn Center is on a platform by itself, as many of these tools are. So if you were to click on 10 tools, you might have 10 tabs open. All right, just so everyone is aware that At Home with Diversity that was up there, we are going to be offering that to you all for no charge. So when you see At Home with Diversity, it will be offered to all the town, RW Town, this one right here, this At Home with Diversity, there will be no charge to you to get that or to take that course. We'll be offering that to you starting in May. All right, again, you have a little toolbar across the top here. You've got a search bar, whoops, you've got a search bar up here if you're looking for something. You got a little drop down menu, kind of gives you by topic here. So kind of hover over. So there are lots of ways to navigate this site. No right way, no wrong way, just different opportunities and different ways to get the information you're looking for. All right, this one here first is your recorded broadcast and webinars. Those of you that have heard Alan Dalton or heard about Mr. Alan Dalton in the Forever Agent movement, here is that training. If you're in the Forever Agent Productivity Coaching, this is a required access for enrollment or enrollment for access. So if you're in that, great, here it is. If you're not in it, you cannot access it. As a manager, I have access and it says I can start it at any given point in time, but that is for the managers to know. Here's the coaches. If you're a coach for the productivity, here's that training for you as well. Then you come down to marketing. So marketing resource, social media resource. And so what I'm going to do is click back to this screen, marketing resource, social media resource. I'm going to click back to Learn Center. There's all your tools. 3 hours and 44 minutes and 30 seconds with 17 pieces of content for the marketing resource training. That's why it's so important to come here. Social media resource, you got 1 hour, 48 minutes, 8 seconds, and 4 contents in the social media resource. If you're a luxury person, there's an hour, 46 minutes of luxury training, and it's all there. It never goes away. Sochi, which you guys are going to get more on, Photofly, Video Buzz, Learning Path for the Ad Builder, AdWorks. So again, these are your number 1 through 7 or 8 marketing tools to be able to use in Learn Center. All right, scrolling down, if you're going to use the Sage CRM, here's the training for the Sage CRM. If that's one of the tools you're going to use, again, you're going to be exposed to a minimum of 3 CRM tools once you are all part of RW Town Realty. You'll have 2 CRMs here in the HSF Resource Center, and you will have 1 in the Berkshire Hathaway RW Town intranet. So again, lots of CRMs. The most important thing to know about CRMs is you don't need to use all of them. You only need to use one of them and be consistent with it. All right. Question. All right. Then you come down here to popular content for agents, certifications and designations, referral relocation information, all the guides, exceed approved providers, Leadership Academy series, and that would be the basic buttons for Learn Center. And if you'll notice, as I was going through and scrolling down, across the top of these were all the quick links to drop you. If I want to go to Leadership Academy, click link right there. Marketing, quick link right back to the top. All right, so we've got lots of different little quick links to get into these. All right, questions on Learn Center before I go out of this and go back to the main home screen. All right. Now, after you've gone through the Learn Center, I would strongly advise the next thing to go to is Marketing Resource. All right, so Marketing Resource. And again, we have more in-depth training on all of these where we actually break them down and spend the 20 to 30 minutes on the specific tools rather than just this overview class. All right, so up here you've got your master library, and then once you start working in here, you'll have your library. So again, you'll have the master library, and then as you start to work, you'll have your library. You also have contacts, which you can bring in, upload, and we're going to go over CRM and clients in the next session. So that'll be part of showing you how to get your clients into this system. Forever Agent Marketing Resources, Marketing a Property. And again, this is a branding. This is for you to click on, and it will take you to that Forever Marketing program. And what happens here is because they had that quick link, they've got RE Lifestyle Planning Guide, Forever Agent Marketing in English as the master. If you didn't want it in English, you want it in a different language, you click that, make that go away, and then all the languages would pop up and not just the English. You also have the different types over here that you can use. So lots of click links to go through. Let me click on this and go back. And when you're in a navigation, like a separate window here, anytime you click on the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, that's going to take you back to the home screen of that window, not the home button of the main resource page. All right, so you've got market a property, marketing yourself, if you're doing specialty marketing, any type of commercial marketing. Christian, can you turn off whoever's got some background noise for me, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, then we have some videos down here. What if they got the new one? This might be the new commercial. Now, I think it's not going to, I got to open a new window. Christian, you can't see the window, can you?
I can see the window.
Does it say so easy?
It does.
All right, let me see if I can play it. So this is like a 5-second little snippet of It's So Easy. So it's not the satire of the full length commercial. Let's see if this one is. It might be just a quick one too. Let's see. They have 3 really great commercials that they rolled out at convention.
Here. Selling a home is easy if you have the right agent.
So there's 3 new satire type commercials like that. So they're very cool, very fun. So hopefully you guys will take advantage of using those from a training, or I'm sorry, from a marketing perspective. I was looking at trending and somehow thought training. So these So Easy, there's actually 3 of them. I only see the first one right here. So pretty cool. I think you guys will like those when those come out. Questions on general overview of the marketing resource?
Oh, we got one right there. Karen?
Okay, go ahead.
Is the forever agent something like a certification level that only certain agents have access to, or can everybody access those trending videos under the forever agent marketing?
Yeah, so anybody has access to the Forever Agent marketing resources. What you would need is if you're doing any of the training programs, like the one-on-one. It's not one-on-one, it's small group coaching. So if you want it to be part of the small group coaching, which in essence is accountability to making sure you're doing the Forever marketing or Forever Agent marketing, that is limited to application to be in that program. The materials itself, no restrictions on that.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions on the marketing before I close this tab and go on to finish up this session? Okay, close this out. And here we are back here at the main resource center. Next is the social media resource. And this one is actually attached to Berkshire Hathaway, because what it is you got Soci and Ace Social. So these are two different managers of social media. So if you clicked on Soci, it'll redirect you to the Soci resource. And the social media Soci program, which is getting rolled out. And I think everyone is going to love it when it's fully out and integratable. Definitely, we're all going to do more training on Soci when it's available. But it's definitely going to be one that you all are going to really enjoy, especially if you're kind of like in between on social media. You're like, I need help with social media. I like to do it, but I need help with it. Soci is going to be a great little tool for you to utilize. All right. Chalk Digital. This is, let me see if I can explain it like I did think. So y'all remember when we used to get like a newspaper and we cut out the newspaper and you put the ad, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, listing in Larchmont for sale, and then you get the glue and you'd glue it on a postcard or something like this. You'd stick it in an envelope and you'd mail it to the seller. I'm going to assume everybody's shaking their heads in silence and behind their cameras turning off. What Chalk Digital is, it replaces you having to go do that with actually electronic marketing and advertisement. So instead of putting ads in the newspaper where only a limited set of eyes can see it, this Chalk Digital is going to give you an automated listing program that has an ad builder and an automated targeting functionality to it. And one of the beautiful things about this is once you get it a listing, it will be 7 days included in your marketing. So you'll get 7 days right out the get-go from your listing. So when you get the email that says your listing is now ready to go live in Chalk Digital, don't wait. Make sure you click on that and set up your client's email address. All right. So I'm giving you enough to make you want to take more training on the Chalk Digital, which we have coming up later this week or next week. So again, this is amazing technological advancement. No cutting of the ads. This will be the ad showing up on ESPN, CNN, whatever your client's on and they've got marketing agreements with, this ad will pop up. Y'all ever realize you look at a pair of shoes or a tennis racket or something and it's suddenly an ad's following you? This is what it is. It's target marketing. All right. So stay tuned for Chalk Digital later this week or next week. We're going to have a full 30 minutes on this, or 20 minutes. All right, Video Buzz. Again, if you're looking for video and working through that process, a little Video Buzz button here. If you're luxury collection, here's your luxury button. If you're one of our 3 or 4 commercial people, there's some commercial resource. This here is buyer match, is also buy side. Strongly discourage you from using it here and make sure you're using it in RW Town when you're doing buy side. So don't do it here in buyer match. Do it in buy side in RW Town. Here is the Learn Center, which I've already gone over. The shop at BHHS have different vendors where you can come in here and pick out different marketing paraphernalia, whether it's print and flyers or t-shirts or name badges or anything of that kind. You can find all of that here inside of that resource. right? So there's your Express Docs and all the different tools that are in there. Close this out. And then Sage CRM, that is another CRM that is utilized within the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services platform. All right, that is 25 minutes of overview, and there's so much more to give you or share with you. But since you're probably drinking from a fire hose, we're just going to turn it off for the day and take any other questions you may have.
Any questions out there? Any? All right. Oh, we got one. Karen?
You mentioned that we'll have access to 3 CRM tools, and I think I heard you say that there were 2 of them available through this site. Besides Sage CRM, what are the other 2 tools?
Inside of the marketing resource is a CRM for your marketing pieces. So you've got another one in there to use. What the nice thing is if you choose one of them, they are all kind of integrating, that you don't necessarily need to manage 3 different CRMs. You can treat one as your home hub, and the majority of data will flow into the other pieces. So if you have a Town Realty website or an RW Town Realty website, going to strongly encourage you to use that as your primary CRM, because it will do a lot more connecting and interconnectivity for you from a RAIN and property standpoint than the CRMs that are in the Resource Center. So the ones in the Resource Center are more for your marketing and advertising components, and then the one that's in the Town Connect is going to definitely be better for you from a RAIN perspective. So you can stop using RAIN as a CRM.
Any other questions? And the beautiful part about that is we are going to have Tim back at 12 to cover CRM clients. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
Yep. So it'd be a great opportunity to dig a little bit deeper into that.
All right. If there's no other questions, I'm going to sign out. Turn it back to Christian. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here, Tim. And again, we'll be back at 12 with CRM clients, and then we'll be back after that at 1 o'clock with Kim Nelson for 210 Home Buyers Warranty. So thank you all for being here, and we'll see you soon.